We travel to Pocatello, Idaho, to Pocatello High School, a place where the past clings to the present like a shadow. Built in 1892, this school has stood as a cornerstone of the community, but its halls are alive with whispers of the supernatural. In 2014, security cameras captured chilling footage during a holiday break. Lights flickered erratically, a door slammed shut on its own, and a shadowy figure seemed to drift out of a bathroom, vanishing into the darkness. The video went viral, but for locals, it was just another chapter in Pocatello High's haunted history. Custodians have long reported seeing a woman in a long dress pacing the theater rafters, her footsteps echoing when no one's there. Students whisper of a faint scent of perfume near a locker in the East Wing, tied to a tragic suicide pact in the 1940s that claimed 2 young lives. At least 6 deaths are linked to the school, including a janitor's fatal fall in the boiler room and a boy who drowned in a basement pool during a prank gone wrong. But the most haunting tale centers on Agnes, a student killed by a train in 1958 while crossing tracks to a school dance. Her spirit is said to linger in the auditorium, appearing in the TV booth or whispering lines from old plays. Some swear they've heard the deafening roar of a phantom train shaking the hallways, only to find the tracks outside silent. Late at night, the library's books have been found scattered on the floor, as if someone or something was searching for answers. Former students recall a chilling ritual, saying Agnes, I believe, 3 times in the auditorium mirror to summon her reflection. Few have dared try. Pocatello High is a living school, but its restless spirits ensure the past is never truly gone. Pocatello High School, located in Pocatello, Idaho, USA, is more than just a historic educational institution. It's a place where the boundary between the living and the dead feels unnervingly thin. Established in 1892, this sprawling red brick building has served generations of students, its walls steeped in both pride and tragedy. While the school remains an active hub of learning, its reputation as one of Idaho's most haunted locations draws curiosity from paranormal enthusiasts and locals alike. The chilling phenomena reported here, captured on security footage, whispered in student legends, and etched into the community's memory, paint a vivid picture of a school where the past refuses to rest. Below, we delve deeper into the history, hauntings, and cultural significance of Pocatello High School, focusing exclusively on this institution as requested. Historical context: a school built on time and tragedy. Pocatello High School, affectionately known as Pokie High, was founded in 1892, making it one of the oldest schools in Idaho. Originally constructed to serve the growing railroad town of Pocatello, the school's early years were marked by its role as a community anchor. Its architecture, with its sturdy brick facade and cavernous hallways, reflects the utilitarian yet grand style of the era. Over the decades, the school expanded by adding a theater, gymnasium, and additional wings, but its core structure retains the weight of its 19th century origins. The school's proximity to railroad tracks, a defining feature of Pocatello's identity as a rail hub, has played a significant role in its history and hauntings. The tracks, running just beyond the school's grounds, were a constant presence for students, their rhythmic clatter serving as a backdrop to daily life. Yet, they also became a site of tragedy, most notably in 1958, when a student named Agnes was struck and killed by a train while heading to a school dance. This event, along with other documented deaths, 6 in total, including a janitor's fatal fall in the boiler room, a boy's drowning in a basement pool, and a rumored suicide pact in the 1940s, has left an indelible mark on the school's lore. These tragedies, combined with the school's age, have fostered a belief that Pocatello High is a nexus for restless spirits. The building's labyrinthine layout, with its creaking floors, shadowy stairwells, and outdated fixtures, only amplifies its eerie atmosphere. For students and staff, the school is a place of both pride and unease, where history lessons are occasionally interrupted by inexplicable chills. The 2014 security footage, a viral glimpse into the unknown. In December 2014, Pocatello High School gained national attention when security camera footage from the school's East Wing went viral. Captured during a holiday break when the building was supposedly empty, the footage showed a series of unsettling events unfolding between 3 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Lights in a hallway flickered erratically, defying any logical explanation such as faulty wiring. A heavy door slammed shut with no visible cause, its metallic clang echoing through the silent corridor. Most chillingly, a shadowy humanoid figure appeared to glide out of a bathroom, moving with an unnatural fluidity before vanishing into the darkness. The footage, released to the public and considered public domain for reenactment purposes, sparked intense debate. Skeptics argued it could be a prank or a trick of the light, but school officials and custodians vouched for its authenticity, noting that no one was present in the building at that time. For locals, the video was less a revelation and more a confirmation of what they'd long suspected. Pocatello High was haunted. The footage became a cornerstone of the school's paranormal reputation, drawing ghost hunters and media outlets to investigate further. Reenactments of this footage often emphasize the flickering light's staccato buzz, the door's jarring slam, and the figure's eerie, almost translucent movement, a visual that lingers in the mind. The hauntings at Pocatello High are not limited to the 2014 footage. Over the decades, students, staff, and visitors have reported a range of paranormal activity, much of it tied to specific locations and tragic events. The most prominent spirit is that of Agnes, the student killed by a train in 1958. Her story is a poignant one. A young girl dressed for a school dance, crossing the tracks in the evening light, unaware of the oncoming train. Her death left a deep wound in the community, and her presence is said to linger in the school's auditorium, a place she reportedly loved. In the auditorium, students and drama teachers have described seeing a girl in a white dress, sometimes identified as Agnes, standing in the TV booth or near the stage. Her figure is often fleeting, vanishing when approached, but her presence is accompanied by subtle signs, the rustling of heavy stage curtains, the faint sound of whispered lines from plays like Romeo and Juliet or Our Town, and an occasional cold spot that sends shivers down the spine. Some claim to have heard the deafening roar of a phantom train echoing through the auditorium, only to step outside and find the tracks silent. The auditorium's mirror, used for makeup and costume checks, is central to a chilling student ritual. Saying Agnes, I believe, 3 times while staring into the glass, supposedly summoning her reflection. Few students have dared to complete the ritual, and those who have often refused to speak of what they saw. Beyond Agnes, other spirits are said to haunt the school. In the theater's rafters, custodians have reported seeing a woman in a long dress pacing back and forth, her footsteps echoing in the space. This figure, distinct from Agnes, may be tied to the suicide pact of the 1940s, in which 2 students, possibly a couple, took their lives in the school. The East Wing, near a particular locker, is another hotspot. Students have reported smelling a faint floral perfume even when no one is nearby, and feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness. The locker is rumored to have belonged to one of the students involved in the pact, and some claim to have seen a ghostly girl in a white dress standing beside it, her eyes fixed on passers-by. The boiler room, where a janitor fell to his death decades ago, is another focal point of unease. Custodians avoid lingering there, citing strange noises, like the clank of tools or muffled footsteps, and a heavy, oppressive atmosphere. Similarly, the basement, once home to a swimming pool where a boy drowned during a prank, is rarely accessed. Those who venture there describe an eerie stillness, broken only by the occasional sound of dripping water or faint splashing. The library, too, has its mysteries. Books have been found scattered on the floor in the morning, as if someone had been frantically searching for something. Paranormal investigators have suggested this could be the work of a spirit seeking answers or trying to communicate. The library's old yearbooks, some dating back to the early 1900s, are often found open to specific pages, particularly those featuring photos of students from the 1940s and 1950s. For the Pocatello community, the hauntings at Pocatello High are more than ghost stories. They're part of the school's identity. Students take a strange pride in their haunted halls, sharing tales of Agnes and the shadowy figure with each new class. The stories serve as a rite of passage, bonding generations of Pokey students through shared chills and dares. The school's drama club, in particular, embraces the lore, with some members claiming Agnes is a benevolent presence who watches over their performances. The hauntings also reflect deeper themes of loss and memory. Pocatello, like many small towns, has faced economic challenges and population decline, and Pocatello High stands as a symbol of resilience. The ghosts, whether real or imagined, are a way of keeping the past alive, honoring those who walked the halls before. Agnes, in particular, has become a folkloric figure, her tragic story resonating with the universal pain of youth cut short. The school's paranormal reputation has also drawn external interest. Ghost hunting groups, such as the Idaho Paranormal Society, have conducted investigations at Pocatello High using EMF meters, audio recorders, and infrared cameras to document activity. Their findings, unexplained voices, sudden temperature drops, and orbs of light, have only fueled the school's mystique. The 2014 footage, in particular, has been featured on shows like Paranormal Caught on Camera, cementing Pocatello High's place in the broader landscape of American hauntings. To sum it up, life at Pocatello, Idaho High School is complex and multifaceted. It's not all smooth sailing, but there are plenty of opportunities for students to grow, learn, and thrive. From academics to extracurriculars, and from local culture to personal stories of resilience, there's a lot to consider when considering what high school in Pocatello is like. If you've had a high school experience in Pocatello or another small town, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Your stories can help provide a more rounded view of what to expect. Thanks for watching.